Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a great start to your day. Most of the times when I come on here, I always start with a topic and then I'm like, because I believe someone needs to hear this or a handful of people need to hear this. Well, this morning, I feel that everyone needs to hear this. And the reason why I say that is because for our mental and emotional health, we need to understand this concept. And that is we need to be kind to one another. And it just feels like stating the obvious, but I really feel that investing in people is one of the most important things that you'll ever do in this lifetime. And it's not just about business. It's not just about a project, just life in itself. Investing in people is important. And the reason why I say this is because what makes it different between you and I where caring is concerned, where being kind is concerned, where, doing something for someone out of the goodness of your heart is concerned. What difference does that make between you and I? We all want the same thing. We all want to be seen, we want to be heard, and we want to know that someone out there, at least one person, genuinely cares about us. And so, with that being a universal desire for all of us, why do we find it so hard to invest in people? This is the part that I just never seem to be able to wrap my head around, because for me, I always witness people being kind, being helpful, being generous with some string attached. And that's why it makes it incredibly difficult for people to even trust in another person, because they've been duped before, or they've been let down before, or they've been lied to before. And I just don't understand it. If we all want the same thing, why are we finding it so difficult to perform the very thing that we want for others? We understand the concept of law of attraction. We understand the concept of frequency and vibration and all of this stuff. We all hear this like almost 24 hours a day. Yet we still find it difficult to take an aspect of our time, whether it be once a week, some point in the day, some point in the month, some point in the flipping year, to say, you know what? Let me invest some time into one person or into a group of people. It just really, really confuses me. And so, on the outside looking in, because I know I have people close to me that know what I do, could probably assume how I would typically spend my day. But I don't spend it without investing in someone. And especially for myself, who happens to be a business owner in a people business, it just makes sense. And I don't do it with the intention of getting something out of it. I do it because I know what it feels like. I just know. And I'm willing to say that out loud, and not because, people are watching, or because, I want to get a big atta girl. I do it because I know how people feel. I've been in some of the places that people are experiencing right now. I just have this greater understanding of why I went through what I went through. I experience these things so that I, in turn, can share this with you guys. could share it with someone that, I'm developing a relationship with, to share with my teammates, to share with people who are going through similar circumstances. It may not look exactly the way that I went through a circumstance, but maybe the common denominator is such and such. And I know what that's like. So I can share with them some of the things that I learned, some of the things that I, was experiencing or thinking or saying to myself. And I'm here on the other side of it, being able to tell you, you can get here. I'm living proof. No, your life doesn't have to end. No, you don't have to take your life. No, it's, not going to last forever. I'm telling you because I went through it. And I share my experiences with these people to say, you know what? I was in that very same place. I was in that very same place. And these are some of the things that I did. Does that appeal to you? Do you feel like that's something that you can do for yourself? Is that something that you feel that you're capable of, that first step to getting on the other side of this thing that you're experiencing? So, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm just someone who's gone through experiences. And I feel contributing to either sharing with someone or talking with someone about what they're going through. I feel, let me be that, hand that reaches out to grab you and pull you up off the ground. So you can now take those steps forward to either recovery, to counseling, to, feeling like there's hope again, restoring. I'm not God. I'm not God. But I know that God put these things in me so that I can share with others and they can get on the other side of whatever it is that they're going through. And so, at the end of the day, it's showing people that someone out there cares about what I'm going through. Someone understands what I'm going through. Someone sees what I'm going through and they hear what I'm going through. And for that, I start my path to restoration. So, I wanted to get through this and share this message without breaking down in tears, because it really hurts for me to witness people say out of their mouths that they care about people, but their actions have no indication that they do, but they want others to care about them. And that question I'm going to ask is how does that work? How does that work? You got to invest something. You got to sacrifice something in order to get back something. And you got to do it with a pure heart. I've been talking about heart posture since the beginning of this year. And I'm going to continue to talk about it. Because as I continue to talk about it, I continue to make a shift in my own heart. Not saying that I got bad heart posture, but I'm not saying that I've got perfect heart posture either. I'm human. But I'm willing to put in the work so that I can become better than I was yesterday. And that's just the bottom line to anything that we want in this life. Again, I don't care what, aspect of life you're looking at. Personal, professional, spiritual, we got to do the work. We got to do the work. And part of that work is helping others do the work. That's just how it goes. Everything we do is reciprocal. So we got to be mindful of how we approach things and be mindful of how we treat people. Be mindful of how we speak to people, because you don't know what that person is going through. You don't even know that if that person is in a low spot and they get back to the best versions of themselves for now, what that could tie into. There are angels walking around here on this earth. We don't even know it. And it might not be, people who do acts of kindness. That may be. But sometimes angels are the ones sitting down waiting for you to show your act of kindness, genuine kindness. And what's tied to that is a blessing for you. So my question is, are you going to check your heart posture in order to become better so that you can receive blessings? Because everybody wants to be blessed. But maybe a blessing might be tied to something that might not look convenient for you. The question is, where's your heart? Where is your heart? So I'm going to leave you with that. And, take some time to think about that. And the next person that you see out there, if the Spirit moves within you to help them and you deny that, you may be walking away from a blessing.